who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, and we have had much sorrow. So this device would please them well. Verse 13, then certain of the people were so forward herein, that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after their ordinance.
That was Antiochus Epiphanes. Go ahead.
To do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
And by the way, when they built that place of exercise, they exercised butt naked.
Yep.
When you go back, if you Google Greek, ancient Greek Olympics, and go to images, they'll show you tall black men with their rods out, jumping over shit,
Right.
running, grabbing a baton. You know.
The word gym itself.
Gym means gymnos, which means naked.
If I can make a quick point on that, when you see people exercising now, it looks just like that same time, because all they're wearing is spandex, and you know those the women have those athletic bras, so they might as well be naked.
Look at the niggas that be competing, man.
Yeah, in the Olympics, what they do is like the track runner. You got the female track runner, and you got the male track runner, where they wear the tight spandex, and you can see the shape of their body. You black women have no business running a fucking 100-yard dash or a 200-yard dash or the 400-meter what do you call that, a relay, or the fucking hurdles and nothing like that. You ain't got no, man, a lot of you black women look like fucking men.
Slow jump.
Yeah.
And the most I got her ass.
Yep.
Ain't got no, you black men don't have no business being in the fucking Olympics, man.
Yeah.
But that's them are the same ones that was back then.
Fucking the bodybuilders, bodybuilders, man.
Yep.
You got a pair of we call that, not even Speedos, man. They're like thumbs. They're basically thumbs, weightlifting thumbs.
Oh yeah.
You can see the guy's butt cheeks. He got muscles on his butt cheeks, man. Muscles all over him, man. You know, doing all this shit. You know, doing all that. You can see it, and them white women like going there because they fantasize about you black men with all them goddamn muscles. Right. And you done dominated the whole Mr. Olympia thing years ago, man.
Right.
Y'all done took that shit over, man.
Then it comes out that most of them is factors, muscle bound and factors. Most of them come out that they was factors because they into that Greek shit.
Carl Lewis, the track runner from Jersey. Well, you can see he was a fact. He's feminine, man.
Temptations.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
See, we got on Nate, then we went to Zabak, and we got on the rest of you black Babylonians. Now we're getting on Jake. Now we're getting on Jake in general, man. And then we're going to circle back around and come back to the prophecies, man. Well, the prophecies is what's going to happen to your ass.
That's right.
For what you're doing.
That's
okay?
right. That's right.
I know what you're doing.
Fucking
right
cops keep circling around like they want to try to find a way to do it. Hey, as soon as they come up, I'm gonna do just like Jacob did to Esau, man. I'm gonna kiss him on the neck, man. Not literally, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play them devils because they what can we do? They're not committing any crime. We got to do something. Hold up, I saw one brother throw down a piece of paper. That's literal. Let's get him.
Yep.
Lock him up. Send him to the tombs, man. Not the tombs. Yeah, the tombs. Because we went to the Bronx. Go ahead, Art.
Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief.
Join themselves to the heathen. All right. Read that again from the top.
Verse 15. And made
that's
themselves.
A lot of power right there. From the 11th verse.
Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many.
What days? When Alexander the Creep came in, and after Alexander the Creep died, I call him Alexander the Creep. He had 4 of his top men take their place, but not in his prosperity, meaning it wasn't given to his children, it was given to them guys. Because when you go into the history, they killed off his relatives. So they would be in the power seat. And they hated each other, man. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
And the reason why they did that, because they received blessings if they followed the Hellenized way of life, because this guy Antiochus Epiphanes wanted to set up a new world. What's the verse there? Was that either 40 or 41?
40 or 41.
Yeah, 40 or 41. Go to 40 and 41 and then come back.
Okay.
First Maccabees.
First Maccabees 1 and 40. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning.
Talking about Israel. Go ahead.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That's your one world order. Your new world order. The one world. Okay?
That was a proclamation he made.
That was an order. An order. Niggas don't know what a proclamation is. You gotta say an order. You gotta bring them words down to the lowest common denominator. Go ahead, come back to where you at. Left off.
So like, I got an encyclopedia where Alexander the Greek, they said when he was talking, he brought in the New World Order. It's right in the encyclopedia.
We gotta bring that up. You bring it up. Yep.
Yep.
Do a video on that, man. You know?
Right.
Verse 11. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well.
That's why you have a group called the Boule. That's the vanguard of them black, the super rich blacks that never lose their money. You know, the black politicians, the black celebrities. You never see them in Jake's neighborhood. They just blacks that are upwardly mobile Jakes that you see on TV, on the news. The majority of them actors, they're part of the Boule.
Yep.
And the Boule goes to back to a Greek fraternity,
Right.
which is also a sorority because you got women in that thing too. And they're the protectors, right? They're the protectors of Esau, man.
Oh, the king's secret protectors.
Exactly.
That's why that Sphinx or whatever it is has its paw on the jaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Keeping the secret of the
I
king.
forget the exact Greek letters.
Yeah, which the king is Esau, in particular the Rothschilds. So
Black Boule.
yeah, they're keeping the secret a lot. Like Martin Lucifer King, he had the secret. He knew what the
Yeah,
secret was.
he was Boule. He was Boule.
Yeah. And he knew the secret was that we're the Israelites. And he tried to come out and bring out the secret in recorded form. And the very next day they killed him because he was talking to a bunch of garbage men. It was at a garbage man convention. And he said that...
You're going to hold that and
Yeah.
read on that.
He said that I've been to the
If
mountaintop,
there's any information.
which the mountaintop is the top of this government. Mountain represents government. He said, I look over and I saw the promised land. The promised land is Israel. And who was he talking to? A bunch of so-called Negroes. So he was telling them that, look, you're the Israelites. You're the people of the Bible. And the very next day, they killed him.
Yeah, it was April 3rd. What year was that?
1968.
68. It was April 3rd. He made the speech, I believe.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. Maybe it could have been another speech, but the day after, very next day, they assassinated him.
He spilled a secret. And that's the biggest secret in America today, that the so-called Negroes, that we're the real Jews. That's why they paid off all the black conscious community. They paid them monkeys off.
Yeah, those guys are set up, man.
Yeah.
Because anytime they do a little live stream or they do a debate, they always have to mention the Hebrews for some reason.
Yeah, why is that?
They ain't helping them people from Sudan. Them motherfuckers are eating grass every goddamn day. They had a documentary where you got them Hamitic, them ugly black, tall Hamitic, original Kemetic people with pots with nothing but grass and leaves in there, and they cooking the shit up, man, and they eating it, man. And that's all they got to eat because one side of the Sudan, which have one religion, are fighting against the other side. Now, where's Polite? Where's Sarnetta? Where's the mighty Shaka at, man? Are you sending them people money? Those are your people.
And Farrakhan, man, he comes out once in a while. He'll come out back then, say that we're the Israelites. Then he retracts his statement. Then he comes back and he's another Boule member. That's the keeper of the secret.
Yeah, he's an insider. That's why he's able to go. I can't call DC and say, look, I want to borrow the mall next fucking week.
Right.
Because I want to have my own. I want to have the Israelite
right.
Million Man March. He can do that because he's an insider, man. He watches the videos. He knows that we're the Israelites. That's why he made a video a couple of years back talking about Jacob and Esau, and he said Esau was us.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So you know the nigga was set up. And then he's got them fucking zombies doing audits on each other. What I mean by that is Erwan Hubbard Dianetics. And he put the picture up there. This is Erwan Hubbard. And Erwan Hubbard is nothing but a Satanist, man.
Yeah.
And a homosexual.
Right.
So why would you put a man up like that?
Right.
Well, you accept faggots now. They're his brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Now he
Yep.
judges gay brothers and
Yep.
sisters.
But
Man, that nigga made so much. He made probably $1 billion in that one day, man. Off you dumb, stupid ass niggas, man.
go ahead, Art.
Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after their ordinance of the heathen.
That's Israel. This is why when you go to the New Testament, when you go to the New Testament and you read about the Apostle Paul going to the Gentiles, the heathen, and there's a number of scriptures on that. Go ahead and bring it on out, Ak.
Because when you keep reading here, it's going to say that they became uncircumcised. So this is Galatians 2 and 4, 2 and 7. But contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision was committed unto me, that's Paul.
Who you reading from again? Name that again,
Galatians
please.
2 and 7. Because they teach that Paul was given the office to go to the other nations.
Right.
Because it says
Well,
heathen.
Zabak.
Yeah, that's what they teach.
That's what I meant.
But that's talking about the uncircumcised.
All they got to do is stop putting up videos and watch the Apostles of Jesus letter, and then you get it, man.
It says,
How hard is that?
That's it.
We got it. You don't got it, man.
You ain't got it,
You're
man.
faking it, man.
Faking the funk.
Faking the funk.
it's right. It says,
Punk.
Galatians 2 and 7. But contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision was committed unto me.
I'll break it down as you go along, because
Okay.
you're moving too fast for me. Right.
But contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision, all right, was committed unto me, all right, that's talking about Paul. That was his office to go unto the Gentiles, man. The Israelites that wasn't raised in the customs of the Israelites, man. But there was a big controversy when they were coming in because those Jews at that time, the circumcision, were like, no, man, they ain't coming in. They got to keep the laws perfectly and this and this and that. But the thing about it, it was prophesied that there will be an ensign to the Gentiles, man, to where they can come in through faith in who the world calls Jesus Christ, man. All right, and then it says, as the gospel of the circumcision was unto Peter. All right, so that's not saying that Paul was set up to go tell heathens that they can be accepted in.
Bring the laws to them, like Zabak said.
Because when you read Romans 2 and 25, it tells you that circumcision is nothing and uncircumcision is nothing but the keeping and the not keeping of the laws, man. So that's who was the law given to? Israel, man.
And he acts like as if you can keep the whole law.
Yeah.
Zabak said, well, the other nations were given the law so they could be part of this. First of all,
They were never given the law.
Israelite, right? So that's first. But an Israelite can't keep the whole law. There's no way we can keep the whole law. We couldn't keep it back then. We can't keep it now.
And if I may say, that's proof that dude is gone, man. Yeah. I mean, Israelite 101, one of the first scriptures you learn when you come in here is Psalms 147, verse 19. It said, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known him.
And they don't know him
And
today.
that never changed.
When did it change?
Come on, man. That's Israelite 101.
Yeah. Maybe Zabak can tell us when it changed.
And then we're mentioning, these brothers are mentioning, these elders are mentioning Zabak. We're not specifically getting on you. We really shouldn't name nobody because it covers a lot of you guys that don't understand what's going on.
That's right.
You just recently made a video on it, that's why we're getting on you.
Yeah.
You don't got it, man. Stop it, man.
Stop thinking.
Put that camera up, man.
Hang them tap dancing shoes up.
And then another thing, these Gentiles that were believing, it said that they were promised eternal life, man. In Acts 13.
Yeah, that means they're going to have a full-time job.
Yeah.
You know, 8 hours, punch the clock, and report to GOCC in the kingdom.
And that's why you have all this confusion, you know?
This is
go ahead.
Acts chapter 13 and 48. And when the Gentiles heard this,
started 42.
Okay,
And
42.
Because I had it.
You were there. Okay.
I was just gonna call it.
Okay. Acts chapter 13 and 42. And when the Jews were gone out of the synagogue, the Gentiles besought.
Hold up, let's stop. Who are the Gentiles right here?
Right, the Israelite foreigners.
The Israelite foreigners,
Right.
Not some other heathens
Right.
that are trying to get into the truth.
Right.
It's talking about Israelites that didn't have the truth because the brother read in First Maccabees 1, 11 to 15, how they practiced the way of the heathens, man. So if they became, so what they do? When their children, just like when we went into slavery, right? The first ships of Jake that came over here, they were speaking Hebrew. They knew that they were Israelites. How did the white man take away their truth? By their children. They took their children, sold them to another plantation. So they was raised up as a so-called Christian. Go ahead. It's not hard, man. It's easy. Go ahead.
The Gentiles besought that these words might be preached to them the next Sabbath.
Remind them who those Gentiles are.
Right, the Israelite foreigners, man. They heard Paul's words and they start believing. And their faith grew stronger than the faith of the circumcision, man.
And they became Israelite foreigners, going back to Alexander, then the Ptolemies, then Antiochus.
So you can understand, we were all Gentiles.
Right. Yeah.
Before we came into this truth, your mama might have sent you to Sunday school, Baptist church, or Methodist church, or you Latin tribes went to the Catholic church or the Pentecostal church, or some of your parents, you were raised up in Seventh-day Adventist or the Jehovah's Witness.
Our names, the names we got were Greek names.
Some of your fathers went to prison and had children and said, I'm going to teach my kids Islam.
Right.
Okay? So when you saw the brothers on the corners teaching the word, all right, you put your mind woke up, Most High tapped you in the brain, and you push that Islam off, and you push that baptism off, and you put Baptists off, and Jehovah's Witness, and Methodist, and Roman Catholic, and then you listen and learn Greek fraternity, which that's big in this country among you.